Okay. Thank you. All right. Good afternoon. That was a good lunch. Looks like a good lunch. I had some too as well. So, okay. So, obviously, I prepared many structures to show you, as you see in your folders. For each topic, I have a few PDB files you can look at, but unfortunately, we didn't have time to go through them. But I think it's okay. You learn the tools now to look at them. So if you're interested in the topic, you can look at them yourself as well. And then today, for the next hour or so, I don't want to stand in the way of your test. So we'll go through a couple examples. Let's see how many we can go in an hour or so. Look at a couple of structures to sort of give you a feeling how we do this. Okay? So this is not a tutorial anymore. So first we'll look at protein kinases. So if you look at the protein kinase folder, there should be files there. You see them in your folder? Protein kinases? Yes? Okay. So we're going to look at P38, that one I talked about this morning, the confirmation DFG in, DFG out. Okay, we'll look at that. Okay? So we only need 2 files. The rest you can ignore for now. These 2 files at the bottom. So let's open the first one, the one with the SKB compound. Do you see it? So So we open it, high waters. And you can see this is the canonical view for protein kinase. Large lobe at the bottom, small lobe at the top. Okay, the compound's right here. Then one right there. Actually, another one on the surface, which is the crystal packing. So that's why I didn't show that. You see something similar? Yes? The P38 SKP. Got it? Open it. Open it, high waters, and then make it sort of the canonical kinase conformation. Well, to look at it, so essentially the compound's right there. So to make sure the compound stand out, maybe we'll give it a different color. So click on the compound, and then color by element. Let's make it pinkish, like that. Okay? Still good? All right. And we can also save the view of this if you want. Well, let's save it just in case. So view v1 store. Okay? So now let's open the other file. The second structure, so go to File, Open. And that will be the one at the bottom. Oh. So P38, DFG out. So P38 still, but then it's called DFG out. Do you have that? Okay, click on that. and say open. So you can see they are very similar overall, but they are still a little bit different. So first we do align the two structures so that we make sure that there is no systematic difference between them. So to align the two structure, just go to A. For the DFGL structure, they say align, and then align to SKB. So you can see a small little change. And oh, by the way, you can also see the RMSD from the text window as well, if you're interested in looking at that. So now we have the two structures, the SKB structure green and the purple, and then this is the compound for the DFG out, so we'll give a different color as well. So click on that. And so go to selected, color by element, and we'll make it orange. Oh, that's too dark, sorry. So I'll make it a different color. Yellow, let's make it yellow, make it brighter. So now you can see the two compounds, okay? You can also see, okay, so now we have it, so we can zoom in if you want. So you can center on the compound, middle click, center on the compound, and zoom in. So you can already see the difference here. So green is the structure bound to the SKP compounds, goes here, and then cyan, the structure bound to this compound, goes there. So it's a different conformation. Already you can see that, right? Everybody sort of on the same page? All right, good. So this also reminds me there are a few waters here, which let's just hide the water on that structure too. So, okay, so now it's cleaner. So now we have basically two structures in two different states. So we can morph between them, as I showed you yesterday, but you didn't have a chance to do it yourself. Now, have at it, do it yourself. So let's morph between the two structures. Okay, so okay, are we all sort of in the same? Okay, so morph. Plug in, morphing, and then we're morphing from the SKB structure to the DFGL structure. So state one is SKB structure, and then the end conformation is the DFGL structure. And then we'll do 60 frames just to make it slow down a little bit. And we're going to use linear interpolation. And that's basically all the things you need. So you see what the input, you had similar things. You can go to 100 if you want. I mean, this is actually very fast. So calculation is very fast. Let's do 100. So the movie is slower, so it's easier for you to see. Okay, got it? All right, when you're ready, just say morph. And then you need to do calculations. You need to make a movie 100 frames. So you need to morph between the two structures in 100 steps. So once it's done, a new object shows up called morph01, 100 steps, 100 frames. Do you see that on yours? Yeah? Do you see it on yours? Nope, already? Got it? So are we all together? So under plugin, so let's start from beginning again. So you have the two structures lined up here, color the same way. Under plugin, under plugin, there's a morphing command. click on that. This window opens, and then set to the 100 frames. Use linear interpolation, and then click on morph. It should give you something right there with 100 frames. Also with the play button down below. Okay? So when you have it, just click on play, see what happens. So you can clearly see the configuration change. Well, please remember, this is computerly made up. Okay? This is done by a computer. So it's very helpful to understand the change, but that's not how it happens. So don't think that this is how the protein changed from there to there. In the middle, who knows what happened, but anyway. But it's helpful for you to sort of see the change. And because the change here is small, so it's not as impressive. So we can zoom in a little bit. You can see the change better from this state to that state. Okay? Do you sort of see the same thing? Yes? Okay. So far I've shown you morphing using only the ribbon or cartoon drawing. But you can be more sophisticated. You can morph side chains as well. Because in this case, we know this is the phenylalanine that goes back and forth. So we'd like to show that phenylalanine side chain, right? That will be even more informative. So let's do that. So stop the morphing, stop the movie, and then you can delete it. Go to A, delete object. So you can delete that morph. Let's do a better job. Okay? So now it's gone. Can you do the same thing? Okay? So now we know this is the phenylalanine. So that's the screen, the end of the screen structure is phenylalanine. So let's click on it. You see it is the phenylalanine. So we show that at sticks. You see something similar? And you can clearly see the phenylalanine side chain is clashing exactly with the T-butyl group, right? So the inhibitors utilize the phenylalanine binding pocket. You see the same thing? Okay, so that's the phenylalanine in the DFG state. The phenylalanine in the DFG out state is right here. That's the glycine. So click on here, you get the phenylalanine in the DFG out state. You see it's phenylalanine. It tells you down below as well. So we show that as sticks. Okay, so now we have two states with two side chains shown now. Okay? So now we can morph again. We can morph between two states. You can now see the phenylalanine side chain change as well. Okay, so let's go back to morph again. Same thing, 100 frames, linear interpolation, and morph. It takes a little bit of calculation. Okay, it's done. So now if you zoom in and look at it, so now if you play, so you see the phenylalanine side chain move as well. Right? So in here is clashing against this compound. Over there is clashing against the Sims-Klein compound, or where ATP is. So ATP binding is not possible. Over here, the compound binding is not possible. Do you see something similar? Yes? Huh? What? Uh-huh. Yeah, show the side chain is more informative, right? You can also show the aspartate ahead of it, the DFG, the DEF, but then that'll get a little bit more complicated. So you have to have a compromise between getting it across versus showing all the information you want. Sometimes it's more important to make sure that people understand what you're trying to say than tell them the entire story. Okay, so are we all okay with this? You all got it? No? Okay, speak up, please. If you're not okay, speak up.
How to make a 2D structure of this end?
Huh? So just show the sticks. Show them as sticks.
Yes, and then
Yeah, click on that, and there should be select. Under select, show sticks. Sticks.
sticks.
Yeah, now it should show up, right? Right there. And then do the same thing for the other side. Now you can morph between them.
And go to cell and stick. Same.
Yeah, and then you morph, and then they'll change back and forth. Try it. Do the morph and see what happens. So, sorry, I need to. Everybody else is okay back here? You okay?
I went to stick and it was all filled up.
Right. Oh, no. You had to select first. So select is phenylalanine first. No, that's not select. So select the phenylalanine. Where is the phenylalanine? Right here. No, that's not. That's the compound. Well, the worst turn on the sequence. So click on S.
Click on?
Sec. Yeah. Yeah, sec. SEQ. Yeah. And then up here, you can go to phenylalanine. That's, what number is it? I forgot the number now. DFG. Do you remember what number it is? Oops, my policy. You have it? Let me see. So, right here. So that's the phenylalanine right here.
This one.
Click on that. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong way. So, no. So how do you do clicking on this? Keep on the trackpad. No.
This is how it is getting.
Huh?
This is on the
I see. So it's not doing the right thing. So it should tell you what residue number that is. So let me go find out. Do you know what the residue number of the phenylalanine is? Can you click on the phenylalanine? What's the residue number? 169? Huh? 168. So go to 168 up here.
169.
Huh?
169.
169, right? That's what I remember. So 169 up here. Scroll down. There's a scroll bar down below. So 169. Do you see 169?
There is no 169.
No. 166 is, yeah.
166 and
No. That's 166, right? So that 166 is under the 1. So it count to 169. That should be a phenylalanine. Click on the phenylalanine. Do you see it? No. Click on the sequence. Do you see a phenylalanine? Yeah. There you go. You have selected it, and now show as sticks. Yeah. And then do the same for the other sequence, the one above it. There's a phenylalanine above it. Do the same. Yeah, there you go. Now you can morph back and forth. Yeah, I don't know about the trackpad, what happened there. Okay, all right. So everybody else good, right? Okay, so that was useful. Showing a side chain is helpful, right? So now let's go one step beyond that. Since you're better at it now, let's be even more challenging. So let's kill this morph again. We don't need it. So let's delete it. We're going to morph again. But this time, we're going to morph surfaces. Okay? We show both structures as surfaces. Okay? So go by the first structure, say show surface. Second one, show surface. You have two surfaces now. And then we morph again. So go back to morphing. Now this actually is going to look even better. Since this is pretty heavy-duty calculation, I'll do only 60 frames. Otherwise, we could be here for a while. So you want to give it a try? So just do that, say morph. And then let it calculate. It's going to take a little while. That's why I only asked for 60 frames. Otherwise, it'll take even longer. Okay, it did it. Okay, so now you have a morphing thing go between the two surfaces. So you start a movie. Everybody has it or similar? Good. Thank you. Good? Good? Okay. How about back there? You're good? Got it? Okay, so now start a movie. And it looks horrible, right? It doesn't look good. Yeah, front is, doesn't look good. So now we're gonna hide the surface that's stationary, that doesn't change. Let's go there, hide them, okay? Now, what does it look like? Does it look better? I mean, I zoom in a little bit, hide the surface for these original structures, only use the morph surface. You can see at the beginning, there's something sitting in here. That's a phenylalanine that's blocking the compound. And then that got out of the way, now you have a pocket here for the compound to bind. And then at the beginning, this compound's available, but then once you morph it over, it clashes over there. You see that? So this just gives you a sense, a lot of things you can do with the morphing business. And this is very rudimentary still, very rough. If you're going to show really that in your talk or your presentation somewhere, you probably will spend a little bit more time, plan your movie a little bit more, plan your construction, this and that. But it certainly tells you that you can do a lot of things with this morphing business back and forth to show confidential changes. Okay? So you see similar things? Okay. So, whoa. Okay, about half hour, not too bad. All right, so I guess we're moving on to, so we're done with this one, I think. We have a rough understanding of this DFGL conformation, the phenylalanine going out of the way. And that's this is DFG in, and that's DFG out. So and then you see this red thing? That's a sporty side chain. So you can see that side chain moving back and forth as well, right? So that information actually is there. That's a sporty side chain. So that's flip-flopping during the transition as well. Okay, so good? All right, so we're done with this story. All right, so the next story I want to show you is related to herbicides, the one I showed you, again, confidential change in the herbicide binding. Unless you have something you're more interested in, we can go there. Otherwise, you go where I go. Okay, herbicides. Okay, so that's in the folder for fatty acid metabolism right here. So you should have a folder with so we only need two structures, the CoA bound structure of CT, and then the haloxyl bound structure of CT. Okay, so let's open first the CoA bound structure. So click on CT, CoA. And so this is sort of how it looks like. And then we can color by chain. You see two chains. Okay, and then CoA is shown as a stick drawing up here. And then on this side is only an adenine, but anyway, so you have CoA up here. Got it? Okay? So we can show how CoA is bound, other stuff, but I'm not going to go there. You can look at it yourself when you have time. I'm sorry? Which PDB file? Yeah. CT CoA 10D2. So CT CoA, that's enough. The rest doesn't remember. That's the PDB code. Okay? So you open the right file. So that's sort of how it looks like. So you're looking down the symmetry. So one molecule here, one molecule there. There are a few waters. You can see the red little dots on your screen probably. So we can hide them if you want. That's in fatty acid metabolism, a different folder. Yeah, different folder. I forgot what I called it for lecture 3 or what? Huh? What's the name of the folder on your? Huh? Oh, metabolism. Okay. Yeah, go to the metabolism folder. There should be files like this. Okay? All right, so now we have the first structure. Same thing, we're comparing structures. So we're going to load in the second structure, which is the complex with the herbicide. So for that, you go to File, Open, and then the second structure is the haloxyl HAL1UYS. That's the PDB entry code. Just open this file. Do you see it? So that's the file name. Oh, perfect. Okay. CT haloxyl 1UYS.pdb. That's the file open. Got it? Okay. So open. And this is a completely different state. So we have to first align them. Okay, so align. To CoA complex. So now you have the two structures aligned somewhat together right here. However, What's happening here is you have a dimer, right? Two molecules, right? Are you okay? Huh? Second file is HAL1U1S. You find it? Should be next to the first file you opened. Okay. So CT is a dimer. So when you overlay two structures, you overlay a dimer against a dimer. What I like to do is overlay a monomer onto a monomer. That way, any difference, one molecule will be exactly the same or very close to being the same. Any change will be more visible. If you align a dimer to a dimer, you average out the difference. So each one change a little bit smaller, right? You see what I'm saying? So the way we did it here, we aligned the dimer together. So we want to align only the monomer. So how do you do that? So to do that, let's say we align, okay, let me temporarily hide the helicity structure complex. Let's say we align only on this monomer, the green monomer. So how do you tell PyMol to align only on this? There are many different ways of doing it. I'll show you one way, simple way. You can select all the entire chain. How do you do that? I'm not showing you yet, so let me show you. So far, when you click on the atom, you show the entire residue, right? You show the amino acid residue, all the inhibitor residue. But you can select different things based on the clicking. So if you look at your display way at the upper left, okay? Do you see that? Way up at the upper left, it says residues. So click on that, see what happens. So when you click on that, you have different options. You can either select atoms, select residues, select chain, select molecule, whatever, C alpha. So we're going to select chain. So say if you click on something, you select the entire chain. Okay? So go there, click on chain. So now it tells you you're selecting chain now. So that's updated too. So now click anywhere on this green molecule, see what happens. So now you select the entire chain, right? So it shows the entire chain is selected. Every atom on here has little red squares on them. So now you've selected it. So that will be your reference. So now let's turn back on the 1UVS structure. Now let's align again. So now align, but this time, don't set to molecule, set to selection. The next one down below. The next option. First option is to molecule. Second option to selection. So select that. And then it should be the select, the one you just selected was right here. That's that molecule. So click on that. So you can see a little change in the alignment. So now basically the green molecule and this molecule are lined up very nicely. And then this one can be more different. Okay, so there's something else you can do in PyMol that you can select how you align things, this and that. You can select a small portion of the structure, align using that only. Yeah. Yeah. Not in select, in the CT helicity structure, say A, align, and then to selection, and then No, not the top one. The second one, to selection. Yes, and then scroll over, select. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's how. Am I losing you? You're good? All right. You're a lot of discussions. I'm worried I'm losing you. So it looks like you're very interested. That's why. Okay, that's even better. So now you can play around. You can zoom in into the inhibitor side. So remember, we have chain selected still. So if you click anywhere, you select the whole chain still. So we want to set it back to select residues. Just go back there, click on selecting residues. Okay, so now we turn around. So you see the CoA, center of the CoA, and then slab out. Okay, so now you see the compound. So that's still too much stuff. Let me slab out some more. Okay, so now you can see CoA is down here, the compound is up here. Right? So let's change the colors again because the colors are very similar. So let's change the CoA to a different color. So click on CoA, color by element. Let's make purple again. Select on the compound, color by element. Let's make it yellow. And let's hide the waters too. I see some waters. Let's hide them. Good. All right. So this shows.
Can you repeat this step?
Huh?
Can you repeat this step?
This step.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. What did I do? Let me think. Oh, yeah. You click on the compound. Okay. Then you have a selecting here. Then you color by element. And then you can choose purple for carbon if you want. I choose purple. So, okay. And then do the same for the herbicide. I chose yellow color for carbon for that. I mean, something contrasting so you can tell the difference between them. That's the idea. So now you can see the compound, the CoA substrate, and the herbicide inhibitor. Okay? And then, so here, the two chains still the same color, so maybe we should want to give them a different color. So, all right. So we'll color, so we have green and cyan. So what color should we use? Pinkish, let's say. So let's color the haloxyl complex structure. Let's make that pinkish. So color by element. Something like that. Okay? Oh, so now I change the inhibitor as well. So let me change the inhibitor back. Make that yellow. Okay. So you should see something like this, right? So, and because the way we did it, we overlay on the green molecule, right? So the green molecule looks very similar between two structures. But the cyan molecule looks very different. You can see the conformational change right here. So the two structures are different. The dimer actually is different. That's why if you overlay the entire dimer, the difference would not be as obvious. So now you can see a better difference between two structures. And then the compound's bound here. And then, again, we can morph back and forth between the two structures and all that stuff, right? But you're good at doing a morph now. So let's do a more challenging morph. So let's say we only morph the protein residue near the compound. We don't care about the rest. We only care about the residues near the compound. Does that make sense? So first, we need to find those residues. Remember, I showed you, I did not, it's on the screen, but I did not include that in the file. But anyways, remember the within command? Okay, let me bring it up. That's under PyML. This command right here. So you select everything within 5 angstrom of the compound. Okay, so basically just type that in. You've done that last time, so let's just do it again. So you say, oh, no. So you type select, and let's say we had to make up 2 names. One for the CoA complex, for the CoA structure, one for the herbicide structure. So for the CoA structure, we just call it CoA site, comma, and then that's the CoA structure. So CT CoA. So I guess, did I tell you about this? Let me think. Maybe I have not. So one thing good about PyML is you don't have to type everything. It'll complete words for you. You push tab, it'll complete. So let's try this. So for example, here we need to put in the name of the molecule. So let's put in C. Type in capital C and then tab. So it completes up to CT dash, and then there are 2, it tells you there are 2 selections. Okay, so we want the CoA one. So tap C again, and then tab. So it finished for you. So you don't have to type the whole thing. PyML actually very smart. If you know Linux or Unix, this is exactly what Unix does as well. PyML does the same thing. You can complete your words based on what you have typed in. Okay, so this is the object. And then, oh, I forgot ByRes, sorry. So go back, put in ByRes. Okay, and then within 5 of, so now we tell it what it is. So I guess we have to select the inhibitor. So click on the inhibitor, select it. So now we have selected it. And then within 5 of select. So now you can see selected many things here. That's within 5 angstrom of this compound in the CoA complex. Did it work for you? The command, okay. I don't know how to zoom in this window. So something like this. So select CoA site. Well, it's a name it's an arbitrary name. Let's just to keep it different, we'll call this CoA site, comma, by residue. So the entire residue selected. And then this is the name of the molecule, which is CT-CoA-10D2. So either type it in or you tab it, and that'll also get it there. And then within 5 of, you click on the herbicide, then you say select, S-E-L-E. That's what I did here. Can't zoom in this window here. No, cannot zoom in. Okay. Did that work? No? Okay. Let me type it in here. Okay, so you first click on the inhibitor. So you select it, click on the inhibitor, so you define that as the reference frame. And now you type in this command. Okay? Got it? So let me know when you're close or when you have it, and then we'll move on to the next one. Got it? Okay. I'm not going to type it in. Okay, so when you do it right, again, a selection shows up. Got it? Did it work? So that's the second object. So we made two objects. One is everything within 5 angstrom in the CoA complex. The other is everything within 5 angstrom in the herbicide complex. Okay, that's what these two objects we made right here. Got it? Okay, so now we have them selected. Now you can show them as sticks so that they'll show up. So now you can see the structures, right? And then still very busy because all the other stuff in there. We can hide all of these. We can hide them as just hide cartoon for those structures. Go back to the full structure, hide cartoon. So now we have only the neighborhood residues, much more focused now. The rest has disappeared. Good? You see something similar? And if you spin around, you can see the difference. For example, over here, this tyrosine here, you can see one from here to there, so it's swaying back and forth. You can see the difference in conformation. And then this over here, so over here the tyrosine changing, over here is the phenylalanine changing. Okay. Sorry. What's the, oh wow, what happened? Oh, yeah, that's, you need to show them as sticks. The two objects that we created, show them as sticks. No. The object, the health side and the CoA side, do you have them? Did you create them? So that's what, remember, we're typing in this command. This command here. That should create an object called CoA side over here. I show that as yeah, but then did you select the compound first? You need to click on the inhibitor first and then type in this command. Otherwise it won't work. Okay? Bless you. Got it? No? Huh? What happened?
License is expired.
Oh, well, that's okay. You can do everything you want. You cannot save. That's okay.
Command line is not coming.
No. So did you get it? No? Uh-oh.
My command is not.
So you don't have, you haven't made the sites yet. You haven't typed in a command yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so click on the inhibitor.
This one.
Yeah, click on the inhibitor to select only the inhibitor. Yeah, but then you have selected something else. So click somewhere else, disable the select, and select only the inhibitor. That's the inhibitor? Okay, and now type in that command. Did you type it in already? Or if you type it in already, just use the up arrow, you'll find it again.
Select coincide by C.
There's a comma you forgot, that's why.
Where?
After coincide, see that's a comma after coincide. Okay. If you don't have a comma right here, it will not work. Yes, okay, it will not work. Yes, it will not work. So PyML requires a comma here for all commands. So command, argument, comma. Without a comma, PyML will not work. It'll give you an error. So make sure you always remember put a comma here. Okay? So if you have not created these objects there, that means you probably did not do this command right. So probably the comma is not there. Okay? So do you have the objects?
Yes, sir. We have selected the residue around the 5 angstrom. After
You don't have the object yet. You don't have the object. Oh, you have coincide. Okay.
sir.
Then show it. Click on that. Click on show as sticks.
yes, sir, we have done it.
No, yeah.
The residue.
Yeah, you can turn it around this way. Show sticks. Yeah, that's right. And then you hide the cartoon. Yeah, under here you say hide cartoon. Yeah. There you go. You can hide the other one too when you're done. And then that's how you, so now, there you go. You got it. Huh? I'll come to you.
Select coincide by city coin 22 within 5 of select.
Select, yeah. Try it, see what happens. Why do you have double quotes? There should not be quotes there. Oh, just fell asleep. Okay. Yeah, so that's the align thing you can ignore. I see, you're doing two different pieces, that's why. Okay, so when you do the select command, this command here, you should click on the inhibitor, the same inhibitor once, and use, that's the select, you're using that as a reference. So now it looks like you did two different references, that's why. Zero atoms, okay. Okay, did you click on the inhibitor before you did this?
No.
Huh? No. Click on the inhibitor first. That's CoA, that's not the inhibitor. Find the inhibitor. Yeah. There you go. And then type in the command again. You don't need to type, use the up arrow. The up arrow, that'll come back, the command, yeah, and then return. Is it 0 now? Is it okay? It works now? Still 0?
Yeah, still 0.
Okay, now I don't understand what's happening. Okay, don't know. That's weird. Oh, that's the align thing. Just hide that one. Yeah, align. The align, there's an object called align something. Yeah, that one right here. Just click on that. Just click on, just don't need to hide, just click on it. That'll hide it. No, click on this object. Yeah, see, it's gone. All right, so I see there's a little bit of issue. So in the interest of time, we'll move on. So this gives you a sense how to show individual or closed in. Oh, my panel froze. That's not good. Okay, I was going to show you how to do more for this only. Okay, so if you bear with me, I can show you. All right, my palm froze, so I can't do anything. The mouse doesn't work. Does this work? No. All right, let me restart Palmo. Okay, follow me then. I guess. Okay, open the CoA structure and open the complex. Now align to two structures. Oops. And then select chains, select the whole chain, and then align only on that chain, align by to selection. Okay, so now I zoom in onto the compound. So, and then slab out, so you sort of see, right? All good? All right, so now I click on the compound. So that will be about, oh, forgot to select chain. Okay, so go back here, go to click on select residues, and then select compound. So that will be my reference frame. So every time you click on something, the select object here, the meaning of that changes also. Originally, remember, select the whole chain, that's the select object. Now selected on this now is only the compound. Okay, so now we type in the command that I just showed you there. So select, CoA site, by res, CT, CoA within 5 of select. So now you can see many things got selected, right? So now do the same for the CoA. This is the CoA structure. We'll do the same for the herbicide complex. Select HA health site by res, CT Helosifab within 5 of select. You see another group got selected. So now we have two objects here, CoA site, select site. So that's what we turn on as the sticks. So you see sticks for both of them. And then, but still, it's very confusing because the background structure of the protein. So then we go back to the protein and hide the cartoons on them. So now you can see nicely the two structures. I will not bother with coloring. That's just in the interest of time. But you can play around with coloring. So now if you want, you can actually morph between these two structures too. Well, let me at least hide the waters. You can morph between these two structures as well. Okay, so that's the last thing we'll do. So go into plugin, morphing, and you'll see there is no option for that. You cannot select these two objects because these are selections still. They are not actual objects. You can only morph between objects. Okay, so that's the important part. So this is something else you need to do before you can morph between them. So we have to copy these into an object. So how do you do that? Under the selection, under A, copy to new object. Copy the object, and then say new. So now the object called op01 is created. It's an actual object that contains everything here. So you do the same thing for the second selection. Copy the object, new. So now you have object 02. So now you can morph into these two. So we can hide these now. Oh. Okay, so now you can morph. So we can morph between object 01, so now it's selectable. Object 01 and object 02. And now I'll do 60 frames just to speed it up. Linear. Okay, so it's done already. All right, so now if you look at it, you can morph it. You can see the change of this phenylalanine, this tyrosine, this leucine. Let's see all these changes, right? So I can slap out a little bit more. You can see more detailed information. Okay, so as I said, PyMol is a very powerful program. So there are many things you can do. This is another way to really zoom in onto your structure and show only the important part of the difference. I'm sorry? Yeah, copy to object for both of them. So now you can select them for morphing. And then you can morph between two objects. These are not really objects yet. No, copy to new. Copy the object and say new. Under A?
A इसमें
No, on CoA side.
कोई size
Yeah, under A, there should be a copy the object.
copy
So do you have CoA side? Oh, which version?
presence origin center.
You have a different version of PyMol or what?
Yes sir, I have a different
Okay, which version is this? So that's very different.
13.1.
I see. Okay, so you have to figure out how to make how to copy objects in this version. So the drop-down menu doesn't have it.
So copy options are in
Yeah,
action
copy
for-
to a new object. Yeah. Okay, so did you get it? Got it? Good. Anybody else got it? Anyway. Okay, so this just sort of give you a flavor, and then details, of course, is always a difficult part. And so, as I said many times, practice. That's the only way you can do. And I'm still learning how to use PyMol myself. I've been using PyMol for 10, 15 years now. I'm still learning how to use it. Okay? So I guess in the interest of time, okay, so So I'll give you a flavor how to use Paimon, how to use Qt. So have fun with them. And then I guess this is the end of my, you don't have to listen to me anymore, ever again, I hope. So I guess what I should say is it's been a pleasure sharing my experience with you. Hopefully you learned something from this, and best of luck with your future career. So I guess I should do this, right? All right, thank you. Good luck.
नम्रता अपने आईडी से कनेक्ट करो जिनका नहीं है. Each of you can use 2-3 users, okay? Once you are all connected, tell me, okay? When you are studying structural biology, bioinformatics, be always connected. Okay? You cannot say that I don't have internet. It is all the game of internet, web server, online tools. All got connected? Yes or no? Yes. How many no? Okay, get it connected. We are waiting. Yeah. can't work. I have not yet floated. Release. Question paper not released. You have to release. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes. क्या अभी प्रॉब्लम है किसी का? हो जाएगा। अभी टाइम लो, बहुत टाइम है। कल तक तो हो ही जाएगा। दे यार See, the best way is connect it with your phone. Use tethering. Okay. And if you want tethering from my phone, I will connect. Is it done? हाँ ready. हमारा हो गया कनेक्ट. इधर रखिए, यहाँ कनेक्ट करो. Those who are connected, listen to me please. Those who are connected, they close all other browsers, all the tools, all the other links. Please close it and sanitize your browser. Okay? Please sanitize your browsers.
हो गया?
And they have one facility of is going to join the group of and they do this Is it fine? Yes, sir. Done? All connected? Yes. Any disconnected? Raise your hand. Okay. Be connected. And now you have sanitized your browser? Yes. All browser closed? Open your emails. Kiss color? You bring your laptop. Kiss laptop, sir? ये शटडाउन करके रिस्टार्ट करो. Okay, sanitize your browsers. Okay, close everything. If you have any queries, quick queries regarding the examination. Okay, no queries. Good, very good. You will see that. What questions you will see that. Answers you will mark it. Scorecard after the answer is submitted. You will get your mark sheet and certificate also. सभी ब्राउजर क्लोज कर दीजिए, अदरवाइज वो फिर हैंग होगा, ऐसे ही आपका सब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. You close your all browsers. Sanitizer है? Sanitizer है? कनेक्ट करके ईमेल तुमको ओपन करना होगा, कोड आएगा. ईमेल ओपन करो. ओके, सो विश यू गुड लक. Professor Tom, this is the button.
Best of luck to all of you. Let the games begin.
Done.
Is it the right thing, I think?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good luck. Enjoy.
You got it? Just wait for 1 second more. Got it? Yes, sir. Okay, now your time starts. It's a 3:35. Okay, you have enough time, 1 hour. The timer is coming on the top, right? ऊपर टाइमर आ रहा है ना सब? यस, स्टार्ट करिए. आप लिंक भेजा इसीलिए स्टार्ट कर लीजिए. आपका जीमेल से जो लॉगिन करेंगे तभी होगा. मैंने इसीलिए बोला ईमेल ओपन करके रखना. दिस इज लाइक अ गूगल फॉर्म. क्या मैसेज?
Publisher license has been exceeded. Ask publisher to check form presenter subscription update. Yes, sir.
All are getting this message?
Yes, sir.
All are getting this message? इसके में आप अपना गूगल ब्राउजर वो करिए. देखो एक बार ट्रैवल शूटिंग हमारे में आ रहा है. Please don't make noise. If you have any questions, ask me. Okay? ठीक है?
सर वो क्या बोलते हैं उसमें लिखा है पब्लिशर लाइसेंस कोटा हैज बीन एक्सीडेड. आस्क द पब्लिशर टू फॉर्म द फॉर्म टू चेक फॉर्म प्रेजेंटर सब्सक्रिप्शन.
Okay, those who are facing issues, they should wait for some time. Because this is not the problem with all. Okay? You have to fill the forms, then it will go.
सर एक्चुअली इसमें ना लिमिट लगी है, तो जिन्होंने उस लिमिट को पहले ज्वाइन कर लिया उनका जो पेपर है वो खुल गया है, लेकिन वो लिमिट के बाद वो कर रहे हैं उनको अपडेट करने बोल रहे हैं फॉर्म
Okay, अभी ठीक कर रहे हो. Just hold on. Let me correct it. Okay. Wait for. अभी बहुत टाइम. 1 घंटे. क्या? सबका हो गया. Upgrade you. What is it? Hold on, please.
लॉगिन आया होगा उससे लॉगिन करो, एक नया लिंक आया होगा।
New link, huh?
सबको
You just
करना
see
है।
the new link.
उसी मेल का रिप्लाई होगा।
Same mail you will get a new link. You might have got. हाँ बंद कर दो पुराना. Your form will be saved there. कोई बात नहीं. Your form will be saved there. See, if you are successful in going there, you go there. Okay. Otherwise, you check the new one. What is the problem? What is problem?
नहीं हमारा पहले खुल गया था ना।
हाँ तो ठीक है, आप करिए उसमें. हाँ, you continue with that link. Those who have done it, they continue the link. Okay, the new link is working fine.
Yes, sir.
Any issues? Any issues? You should come here. Go there. Don't, because see, we are recorded. So if we talk to them, it is not good. So evaluation process here. If any technical issues, you please let us know. Okay. And professor is also watching this. Okay. ठीक है, तो चल रहा है सही. नया वाला. करो, बहुत टाइम है. सोच के करो. 25 questions. नेट जिसका नहीं चल रहा है वो नेट कनेक्ट कर ले, फिर से रिकनेक्ट कर ले. ठीक है. अपना दिमाग लगाओ, दूसरे का दिमाग मत लगाओ, गड़बड़ हो जाए. यहाँ इसका लैपटॉप यहाँ लाओ.
पुराने लिंक को
पब्लिक से पूछो फीडबैक फॉर्म जो है वो कहाँ रखा है। हाँ, सर का और स्टूडेंट्स पूरा।
तुम्हारे पास ये नहीं ये क्या है? Anyone done or yet? You done? Good, very good. Yes, done. Don't talk to each other. If you have any question, talk to me. Okay? And if you want any technical assistance, he is there. Okay? Okay, those who have finished, they can leave. Okay. But be around. Okay. Don't leave permanent. No, because okay, be in the line. Pen line. This is not the field work.
आगे बोल फोटो के पास ऊपर देख रहा हूँ मैं लगातार Is it done? Yes, sir. So you can leave if you want, but not permanently. Be around. Okay, please don't talk. If you have finished, you can go out, take tea, okay, and wait for some time. We are practicing, right? We are discussing. Right, I will suggest next part. You can suggest very Those who have done, they can leave. Okay, they can go for the tea. So okay, we have another how much time? 20 minutes. 20 minutes more we have. We started 3:35. ठीक हो गया वो लैपटॉप ठीक हुआ you restart चाय पी के यही रहेंगे, ठीक है? चाय पी के फिर आप आ जाइए। So be around.
बता रहे बैठी है सुना
Then you start keep the your body. Got it? So after tea session, okay, we will gather here around 5. Okay. He did it first. सबसे पहले